Constant thrust can fake gravity, but only while you're burning fuel. So how do you make gravity when the engines are turned off? These are 12 steps towards creating artificial gravity, and this is number 7, rotation and the Coriolis effect. When something rotates, everything inside experiences centripetal acceleration, the inward pull that keeps you moving in a circle instead of flying off in a straight line. Now, from your perspective, inside the rotating frame, that feels like a force pushing you outward towards the hull of the ship. It's an artificial down. Now, the relationship is pretty simple. The acceleration is equal to the angular velocity squared times the radius of the structure. To get 1g at the outer wall, you need 9.8 meters per second squared. The larger the radius, the slower you can spin for that same gravity. So a habitat 100 meters across needs roughly 3 rotations per minute to reach 1g. If you're at a kilometer, you only need about 1 rotation per minute. Double the radius and you can spin about 30% slower. Now that matters because faster spins in smaller spaces cause problems. Now the biggest one of these is the Coriolis effect, the apparent deflection of motion in a rotating frame. So if you walk down a corridor or even turn your head in a habitat that's spinning, your inner ear senses motion that doesn't match what your eyes see. The result is disorientation and motion sickness. Now, there's also a gravity gradient because your feet are slightly further from the center than your head. So they feel a bit more gravity. In small, fast spinning habitats, that difference is going to be pretty noticeable and pretty uncomfortable. Experiments suggest that you want at least 10 meters of radius to avoid serious dizziness, and you want 50 to 100 meters for something that's approaching comfort. Now, at those scales, rotation becomes a pretty practical way to simulate gravity. The overall idea works in theory. The challenge here is scale and engineering, actually building it and testing it. But that's for the next episode. Stay nerdy.